Breaking news from NASA: scientists have just begun an emergency meeting after detecting something extraordinary. A fast-moving object called Comet 3IATLAS has entered our solar system, and it's unlike anything they've seen before. With its strange speed and mysterious glow, some even wonder, could this be more than just a comet? The discovery. On the night of July 1, 2025, something incredible happened in the world of space science. The ATLAS system, short for Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, picked up a strange new object moving across the sky. ATLAS is a special network of telescopes built to spot asteroids or comets that might come close to Earth. It scans the sky every night, taking thousands of pictures and using computers to look for anything that seems to move differently from the stars. This discovery came from an ATLAS station in Chile, a perfect location because of its clear skies and quiet, dark nights. The Chilean observatory is part of a global network, with other ATLAS telescopes placed in different parts of the world so the sky can be watched almost non-stop. Whenever one telescope spots something new, the data is quickly shared with scientists everywhere, who then check if the object is known or something entirely new. That night, the Chilean telescope noticed a tiny dot of light that looked unusual. At first, the computers marked it as a possible small asteroid. But when astronomers started checking its movement, they realized this object was behaving in a way they had never seen before. It was moving too fast, much faster than any object that belongs to our solar system. As more observatories joined in and tracked its path, something became very clear. The object was not following a circle or oval path like planets and comets usually do. Instead, it was flying along a hyperbolic path, which means it was not staying in the solar system at all. It was just passing through, coming from deep space and heading back out again. In simple terms, it was a visitor from another star system. After confirming its strange route, scientists gave it the name 3IATLAS. The 3I means it is the third interstellar object ever found by humans. The first one, 1I Oumuamua, was discovered in 2017 and caused huge debate because of its odd shape and movement. The second, 2I Borisov, found in 2019, looked more like a normal comet but also came from our solar system. Now, 3IATLAS has become the newest mystery. Its light flickers in ways scientists cannot yet explain, and its color and material seem different from any known comet. Whatever it turns out to be, this discovery has once again shown that our solar system is not alone, and the universe still holds many surprises waiting to be found. But this was just the beginning. What scientists found next would make this comet even more puzzling. What makes interstellar objects special? Interstellar objects are some of the rarest things we ever find in space. Most comets and asteroids we see were born inside our own solar system. But interstellar objects come from far away, traveling between the stars for millions or even billions of years. They are special because the distance between star systems is so huge that very few objects ever make such a long journey. Imagine a tiny rock traveling across the galaxy for ages, finally passing close enough for us to spot it. That is what makes these visitors so exciting. They are like time travelers from other worlds, carrying clues about how other star systems formed long ago. These objects are also rare because of gravity. Every star pulls on nearby rocks and keeps them close. For something to escape a star's pull, it needs an enormous push or collision. Only a few ever break free and drift into the open space between stars. That is why we have only found 3 interstellar visitors so far: Oumuamua, Borisov, and now, 3IATLAS. What makes 3IATLAS different is how strange it looks and moves. Early observations suggest it could be anywhere between a few hundred meters and a few kilometers wide, about the size of a small mountain. It is flying through space at more than 200,000 kilometers per hour, which is unbelievably fast. At that speed, it could travel from Earth to the Moon in less than 10 minutes. Scientists also think it may be over 7 billion years old, meaning it formed long before our Sun and planets even existed. That makes it one of the oldest things we have ever studied. To make sure the discovery was real, astronomers went through a careful checking process. The Minor Planet Center, which keeps track of space objects, quickly got involved. They worked with observatories all around the world, comparing photos and data. Within hours, telescopes in Hawaii, Japan, South Africa, and Europe were all watching the same mysterious light. After about 72 hours, all the evidence matched. The object's path clearly showed that it was not from our solar system. It was traveling on a one-way journey, just passing through before heading back into deep space. And just like that, 3IATLAS became the third confirmed interstellar object in human history. Each one reminds us that our little solar system is not alone. There are countless other worlds out there, and sometimes, they send a visitor our way. So we knew it came from far away. But was it really just a normal comet? Some experts weren't so sure. The alien technology hypothesis. When 3IATLAS was first discovered, scientists quickly noticed a few strange things that didn't quite make sense. Normally, when a comet gets close to the sun, it grows a bright tail or a glowing coma made of dust and gas. But this object showed no visible tail at all, at least not at first. It looked more like a solid rock than a comet. Even more puzzling was its unusual path. It didn't move like other natural space objects. Its turns and speed shifts were slightly off from what computer models predicted. These odd details made some experts wonder if there was something more going on. Among those raising questions was Dr. Avi Loeb, the well-known director of the Galileo project at Harvard University. Loeb is famous, and sometimes criticized, for suggesting bold ideas about extraterrestrial life and technology. Back in 2017, when the first interstellar object, Oumuamua, was discovered, he had made headlines by suggesting it might have been a piece of alien technology, possibly a broken probe or a light sail. Many scientists disagreed with him, but his theory sparked a huge wave of curiosity and debate. Now, with 3IATLAS, Dr. Loeb once again noticed things that reminded him of Oumuamua's strange behavior. He pointed out several anomalies that didn't fit with normal comet science. First, there were brightness variations. The object's light changed in ways that didn't match simple spinning or reflection. Then there were approach angle differences, meaning it seemed to come in from a direction slightly off from what gravity alone could explain. And, just like before, there was a lack of outgassing, no signs of water vapor or dust being released, even as it passed near the sun. To Loeb, these clues hinted that 3IATLAS could be more than just a rock. He suggested that it might be a technological relic, something created by another civilization long ago. His theory didn't claim it was alive or active, just that it might have been built, not born naturally. The media reaction was immediate and intense. News outlets across the world picked up the story, some calling it the next Oumuamua mystery. Social media exploded with discussions, memes, and wild theories about alien visitors. Some people were skeptical, others were thrilled, but everyone was curious. Whether true or not, the idea that the 3IATLAS might be an ancient alien object captured the world's imagination and made scientists look at the skies a little differently. The whole world was watching now. Could this really be alien technology? NASA decided it was time to find out the truth. NASA's scientific investigation. After the discovery of 3IATLAS, NASA quickly started a big investigation to learn what this strange visitor really was. Scientists all over the world were excited and curious. Was it just another comet, or something completely different? To find out, NASA organized a large observational campaign that brought together space experts, telescopes, and even amateur skywatchers. First, ground-based observatories in the United States, Chile, and Europe pointed their telescopes toward the mysterious object. Every night, they carefully watched how bright it was, how fast it moved, and how its light changed. At the same time, two of NASA's most powerful space telescopes joined the mission. The Hubble Space Telescope took clear pictures to see if the object had any visible changes or new features. The James Webb Space Telescope, also called JWST, used its special infrared sensors to look for hidden gases or dust that normal telescopes could not see. In charge of this huge effort was Dr. Tom Statler, one of NASA's senior scientists. He made sure every team worked together smoothly. Under his direction, NASA even used its Deep Space Network, a group of giant antennas that usually tracks spacecraft across the solar system. This network helped keep constant contact and shared real-time data with observatories around the world. NASA also teamed up with the European Space Agency to make sure the object could be watched from both sides of the planet. Even amateur astronomers played a big part. Many sky watchers from different countries shared their own telescope images and reports. Their help gave NASA extra data during times when professional observatories could not see the object because of daylight or bad weather. Then something truly exciting happened. About 1 week after the first sighting, 3IATLAS began to change. It started to develop a soft coma, which is a glowing cloud that forms when a comet's ice turns into gas. Soon after, a thin tail appeared behind it, shining faintly as the solar wind pushed gas and dust away from the comet's body. The timing of these changes matched the scientific models almost perfectly. This meant the object was behaving just like a comet should when warmed by the sun. What started as a strange and mysterious visitor was now showing its true nature. NASA's careful investigation turned confusion into discovery, and reminded everyone how teamwork and curiosity can help us understand even the most distant travelers from deep space. Finally, the mystery was starting to clear up. But what exactly was hiding inside this ancient visitor? What the telescopes revealed. As NASA's investigation continued, the world's most powerful telescopes began to uncover amazing details about 3IATLAS. Scientists wanted to know what it was made of and where it might have come from. To do this, they used a method called spectroscopic analysis, studying the light reflected from the object to learn what elements and compounds were hiding inside. The results were fascinating. First, astronomers confirmed the clear presence of water ice on the surface. This was an important clue because it meant 3IATLAS was not just a rock but partly made of frozen materials, much like a comet. However, something about it was very unusual. The object showed a very high amount of carbon dioxide compared to water, much more than what is found in comets from our own solar system. That strange mix suggested it formed under colder and darker conditions than anything near our sun. Scientists also detected small traces of carbon monoxide and organic compounds, the same building blocks found in planets and even in the ingredients of life itself. Share your comments and subscribe channel.